Hello and welcome back to some more Dwarf Fortress. We had quite an exciting episode last one. Very long also, but many things happened. A lot of attacks from above and below. But we were able to survive. And during that, we had a couple of ambushes and there were different groups that ambushed and they ended up fighting each other, which was great for us. In between episodes, I did set up another squad and I did go through and allocated more labors. Most of our dwarves are all pretty set on their labors right now, working on filling these up. But I'm also going to. Oh, we got another petition. Let's see what we got here. The Singed Doctrines. They need a temple. We can work on that right over here. We'll make it. Believe if I do this, make this out of 3, and we can do it about that wide, about the same size as this one over here. We'll call that good. Also, just for the heck of it, do that. I wanted to come down here and double check this. Priorities over here should be, whoops, higher. I want this to be 2. I want them to mine this out before I get onto that next part. We'll hit play. Mandated the construction of some more stuff, so that's more querns. Did believe we did trade with, yep, we already traded with them. So we don't need a trader over here anymore. They're working on creating our tavern area up here right above our dining hall. We're going to scroll down to right here and we're going to create those querns so that our people, or our Baroness, is happy. We'll let that play around, chug along. Oh, I believe, was it Bronze Bolts? I think there might be a Ranger. Yep, Confident Marksdwarf. We'll get them in here. We have yet to set up an area for this, for these guys, and that is what I'll probably do right now, actually. So what I'm going to do is slightly different than the rest of the training areas. These dwarves, I'm going to come over here. Whoops, I want that to be 4. I don't want them to mine this all out completely yet. And then I'm going to create a long little hallway over here with hopefully, let's make sure that it's not falling down too close to our other areas. Let me think about this and figure out what exactly we want to do. We might put their training area further down, or we can. Well, this is pretty good over here. We can build it right off of this section actually. So they come up here, and this is a nice little hallway right here for them to do their training. We'll do it about that long. We'll dig into it from here. It'll be a nice little big entranceway. What we want to do here is we're going to actually dig some channels. One there, one there. Not quite the perfect length. It's because I didn't go down right here. That's better. Let's unqueue all this. The reason I'm doing what I'm doing right now is because we're going to set up some archery targets down here. Our dwarves will shoot at them, and if they miss and hit the wall next to it, it'll fall into the hole, and we can actually regather those. And I'll probably put some more channels in front of the archery targets after they're made, so that when they hit the archery target, they also drop, and we can save on bolts there. But I want to make sure I did it a layer up, because when they dig down, it'll end up digging down to here. What I can do I'll leave it like this, but I could dig into the backside here. I might think about doing that and have it connected that way. We are working very diligently, doing everything we need to do. Leave the Talons. You guys are my squad that are constantly training. Yep. You guys need a lot more equipment also. Yep. None of you guys have weapons yet. I believe we have queued up at the last episode a bunch of different things like warhammers, battle axes, some more boots. I will get some other gear set up for them because they looked like they needed some shields too. Shields, and with that new group of dwarves I just created down here, they also have metal equipment. They will need some more there. I need plenty more shields, boots. This I want to get my Ironbacks all geared up, which they only need a couple more greaves, it looks like, and some more backpacks. So we'll need some more leather backpacks. Let's see if we have any um, eagle leather, because that's what we were making them out of. If we run out of that, we can always use other stuff. But we've got 8. I'll see if I can hold off and maybe on the next caravan during the fall time, see if we can buy some more from those dwarves. They should be coming in because we did say, hey, we want some more of this. We also need some cabinets in here. Looks like you can see clothes just sitting on the ground. So we'll get all these dwarves some cabinets that have clothes lying around. That way they have a place to store that. There we go. Should be pretty good. Most of the other ones are pretty well set. Looks like a couple down here. Doesn't matter which cabinet we use. We did queue up a lot of them. And we're planning on having everyone have their own cabinet in the end. That should be good for now. Maybe one over here also. Let's just take a look around. This person up here. And it looks like that person over here too. There we go. That looks like it's pretty good. They're installing the cabinets. Dwarves should be moving their stuff into those cabinets. Some more clothes over here. We got, a lot of stuff over here that needs to be put away. A lot of shale cabinets, which that's our big item out of our stone that we have. Looks like I missed one down here. And we'll see them clean that up. Alright, starting to rain outside. Hopefully it cleans up some of this vomit that we got laying around. We got plenty more bodies up here we need to grab. We do have a bunch of stuff that is currently forbidden, but I'll unforbid that. And what I can do is come down here to our smithing area. And you guys are making steel bars. You guys are doing that. I'll probably expand this out a little bit so that they can get some more furnaces in here. And they've got this dug out. This right here, I'm going to use as a refuse. However, I only want certain refuse put in here. Ooh, corpses too. Oh, that's funny. I need a spot over there for corpses. But what I want over here, sure any of these can go over here. Well, actually none of those. Corpses, no. Skulls, yes, I want skulls, bones, shells, teeth, hooves, and hair slash wool. That should bring back down anything that we can use for crafting. And I'll come over here and I'll undesignate those certain things from here. We'll also get rid of the item types. We only want corpses and body parts in these. We'll just do that for every single one of these. It's causing them to come back up here and grab stuff, but that's fine with me. Once we get this all sorted out, They'll hopefully be a little bit more on top of everything. They're, we won't have as much stored up here. And ooh, I almost forgot. I also want to allocate this area up here for corpses, because that way they have all those bodies lying around, a spot for to put them. Let's do more corpses. I believe that should be good, except for this stockpile, custom. If you have corpses, you have this. Oh, you're already set up like I wanted to. Perfect. So they'll get rid of some of these bones and they'll bring them down to where we can actually make crafts out of them. Something I could have done before, but I failed to do so. Did I? Yep, I got a guild hall for this. I do believe they might have wanted a new guild hall over here. Except guild hall, who was it? Stoneworkers already got one. Trainers, hunters, trappers, metalsmiths. I think that might have been the other group. Let me double check to see if there's. You guys are the Guild of Floors, Crafts Dwarf, Metalsmiths already there, Craft Dwarves, Farmers. I think it's the Planters. That was the other guild hall we need to set up over here. I'm remembering now. Let's come down here, see if we can find those Planters. Yep, there we go. And we'll get them all set up with a guild hall down here. We need to smooth this out also. I do want them to work on this first, which that looks like it is priority 2. You guys can have this be priority 3. So they're working hard over here, smoothing this out. Empty buckets, it looks like we need to give water, so that's something we can remedy real quick. I'm just going to manually add that myself. Not in the bowers, or bowers. Over here, I'll just queue up a handful of buckets to be made. That should be good right there. Some buckets over here. That should be more than plenty. I do remember I did want to set this up as a spot for us to just store, not animals, but under animals, just empty cages. That way we can keep track and have some cages closer to these traps down here. I did set up a couple more hotkeys to jump around. This is where that webbing area, and I'm got the arena down here. So that is good and cooking along. And dwarves are diligently mining everything else out. I might need to raise this in priority to priority 4 for them to come up here and do this. It looks like we got another Fey mood. I'll just do that across. Because I want our marksman dwarves to start working on some stuff. Let's see, we got the jeweler. Let's see if we can find him over here. Where are you, buddy? Should be green. Right here. Strange mood. Let's follow this dwarf. Coming down here. Looks like he's claiming this workshop down here. He's going and grabbing some stuff to work with. And he's already working on his artifact right now with just some rough sapphires. That'll be pretty cool. Our dwarves, they got their armor stands in here. We got those battle axes made up. So hopefully these dwarves will start equipping that. Let's see if I can update. Nothing. Oh, yep. That went through. These dwarves still need to grab their boots, but that's fine. And you see a lot of dwarves are Gone unhappy because they've kind of ran through miasma. I didn't clean this up as quickly as I should have, but that's fine. And as they're walking in and out of here, they're seeing dead bodies, which also isn't bringing up their happiness. We got those microline tables all set up. So we got this being smoothed out. We got 4 doors working on it. It takes them a very long time to do that. But that's fine for me, with me. Check this out. This has probably got some decent amount of money in it. Not 2,000, not too bad. It's all been engraved, but that is fine. This is what we needed. They got their high priest. We just need to work on getting everything else set up. So we got plenty of tasks that need to be done. As you can see, as I scrolled through, this is a whole long list of stuff that needs to be done. Locations, we got plenty of stuff over here that needs to be done. Stockpiles, we got this leather one that's completely full. We've got this other stockpile over here. Yep, that's full. Our door should be grabbing some stuff from here and bringing it down to our other stockpile down on this level. This level right here. We got some tooth. It's got some blood of a couple different people on it. Under craft stores, crafts I can do is, let's see. I want to see if I can make a tooth craft. Oh, looks like he's on it. I want to see what they are doing with that. If they're going to grab one of his teeth over here and use that. Oh, one of our donkeys died from starvation. I might have missed some more animals that need to be brought over here. Let's just take a little gander at this. I think that was the only one, and unfortunately didn't get to him in time. Should have checked that with the last migrant wave, but he got so busy doing everything else. Oh, we've got a perfect sapphire, and this jeweler has claimed it as a family heirloom. I'm going to take a look down here. We've got skeletons that need to be moved around. We got all these, I believe, set up already. We got plenty more teeth. I did want to keep an eye over here. Let's see. Yep, a voracious cave crawler tooth. Let's see what kind of item they make off of that. They're sparring. They're doing this. It'll be interesting. We'll make some crafts out of these tooths that our dwarves knocked out of the creatures. And we got a voracious cave crawler scepter. So there we go. Hopefully we got a nice little bit of respite that our dwarves can go around, haul different things, move them to where they need to be moved to. Collecting webs. We have plenty more stuff for them to do. This hopefully be set up. It looks like they've already got another bridge set up. This one needs to be linked up to my other lever up here. So that's for one of those. And this one will be for that second one down here. There we go. They're getting that task done. This needs to also be linked up. Come back up to my lever area. So that'll be my main one, and this will be the other little fail-safe one back here. And then I have my arena also slowly being dug out. This will be a nice long process, and we'll hopefully get some cool interactions here with the fighting. Once these guys are all kitted up, I might send them out on a excursion to go raid a place. It looks like they got a bunch of shields, a bunch of boots. These guys still need some greaves too. I'll get them set up considering I think these ones do too. So we'll get some steel greaves. We'll keep that at 10. Our dwarves have dug this out. We got the little spots that are hollow down here. And then for this, under military, under archery target, we'll set it up right here. And we'll use that. We'll use right here, shale blocks. And we'll just continue and we'll just put one on each of these little spots. So B, Y, T, our little hotkeys to get that all set up. What we can do up here is, hey, we don't need this stockpile anymore because I have actually moved it downstairs, so I'll remove that permanently, and they'll hopefully move these blocks down to this lower level where we did create another stockpile for them right here. Let's see where they're mining. They're mining over here, right there, and right there. Nothing important. We're good there. We're good there. More sparring. We got plenty of leather over here, and if we need to, we can expand these stockpiles out a little bit. Our fishery, we shouldn't have anything being fished right now because this currently, actually earlier we got a notification, hey, we got nothing else to fish in these areas, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of one thing I don't like is you will run out of spots to fish, and well, once I run out of everything here and on the lower levels, then fishing is just kind of a waste. It looks like this is finally kind of started to clear out. We did think about coming over here and trying to get this cleared out for them to also maybe set up another spot over here where we can set up some floodgates, and maybe this will push these guys over into that area. I don't have the best hope for that, but we can try it again. We got a lot more happy dwarves than we have unhappy dwarves. And our unhappy dwarves are one is actually a spear master, so that person I want to keep an eye on and hopefully get them to be a little bit happier. And I do believe I did designate these guys their schedule. Some of their months are off now. So next month they should be able to take a break. That guy should be able to do some other stuff. And let's see what he has. What kind of stuff? Oh, we got a cook over here that's unhappy. Acquire objects, I'm not worried about that. Military training, you aren't part of a military group. I'll add you to this distant boats. So, cook. I don't think it's the Asab, it was the other cook that we have, Unget. So that cook is now part of that military group, and they'll do a little bit of training here and there. Yep, Ungut. We'll hopefully bring up that little bit of happiness, but let's check out this Spearmaster. Let's see what kind of preferences. You like working with copper, guppy tooth, bolts, shields, ballistic arrows, donkeys. Well, you know what? What I can do for you is I can make you someone that makes crafts out of copper, and I'll also want to dig this down a little bit, and I'll set up a couple more forges, so other objects will create a couple more anvils out of iron, because I think iron and steel, and then it looks like that shell steel are the only ones we can do. You can see copper anvil does not show up there. Many of the other ones don't. It's just those. So we'll get another couple anvils created. Get that dug out. Let this play. Dwarves down here. doing what they need to do. And one of these forges I'll designate as only in that person's forge, and I'll actually make it so that he can come down here and work with some copper. One of his happy his things that he likes to do, or one of the things he needs is to craft, and that will also be help him do the be creative. And once we get the tavern set up, the make merry, which should hopefully go away also. We'll just in that time between, hopefully he can go and pray and get that done. Let's see where our miners are at. You guys are supposed to be mining, but let's see where you're mining at. Oh, you're down here. Well, let's get these to be priority 2. I want you to mine this out first. And we'll just follow you along. It looks like you're going back up top to do that, which is not too far away from where you're just at. And hopefully after this, they'll go back down and they'll continue mining up this arena area. We should have, yep, we got those anvils finished. We'll be like, hey, start getting this stuff done, guys. Put priority on this, and maybe our dwarves are currently doing their military service right now. It's quite possible because I do have all of our blacksmiths part of a military squad to help just kind of get that extra experience, get that time to work on their martial. So over here, workshops, metalsmith, get this set up, iron anvil. We'll make this out of shale, and we'll also set up another one over here. Make this out of shale also, shale blocks. Once this gets set up, I will designate this to only be for that one spearmaster, so that when I designate something be built here, he'll be the only one that comes down and does that. And because I have copper, he can do that, and I'll make some, I don't know, copper craft, something out of copper for him to do. And more mandated stuff for us. Crowns, that should be very simple for us. It looks like we're starting to run low on finished goods. So we'll queue up a lot of more rock crafts. Do another, I don't know, 300. That should be a lot. And we'll make this all out of shale. Or, yeah, shale. Because we got a lot of that. And we also have other crafts we can do. Let's make some bone crafts. We'll do 20 bone crafts, and we can see what kind of bones we have. We got plenty of dog bones, some jabber bones. We'll make out of that crundle bones, yak bones. So we'll use the yak bones for these crafts. And hopefully with that, they'll also make those crowns, because the crafts make all different ones, and at some point those crowns will get done. So we'll get that all knocked out. Looks like they've kind of cleared up a lot of this stuff. Dead bodies no longer lying around as much. We still have stuff up here that we need being brought down and moved. What we can do, I want to come down here. I want to take a look at your other total. I wish I was able to specify what exact headwear that we have down here. Make sure it's like stuff that we make. There's a way to be able to say, hey, it's stuff that we make, I want down here. If it's stuff that we don't make, I want it up here so I can trade that away. I say up here, right up here. Lignite being found down here. Good, our arena is slowly but surely being dug out. We got plenty more work to do over here. You can see they're digging out this outside area first. More plump helmet spawn. We got plenty of stuff being dug. It looks like they're working on more. Believe this is a cave wheat. This is what we use for beer. So I want to queue up and make sure I take a look at that other. Nope. Other believe yep labor over here. Let's just double check, make sure that they're not using anything we don't want them to use. Plenty of tallow over here. We got plenty more cheese to be made. We got plenty of milk currently. Cave wheat should be. Looks like we don't have any cave wheat on us. Oh, we do have 4. And they'll hopefully start brewing that up. Let's queue up more stuff to be brewed. Looks like we've got only a handful of barrels left. So I want to make a lot more barrels. I want to fill this spot up down here for the most part because alcohol will not go to waste. So we'll make some more wooden barrels. And we'll do another, I don't know. Let's do another 100 of those. I know we are starting to run a little bit low on wood, but if we need to, we can cut down trees out here. I prefer to keep them down underground so that they're not going out into that sunlight, getting unhappy because of that. We got stuff over here. Cut down this at least. Take a look. These can be cut down also. That also, and this. No, nothing there. This has all been dug out. I'll smooth that out. It should be smoothing that out first, so I'll put this as a 3 also. And for here, I'll create a new meeting hall, accept, and this will be a new temple. And I believe it was it the, not the sect. It should have quite a few worshippers. Maybe the Singed Doctrines. I believe that was that group that wanted it. Usually it's the ones with 10 or more, because once they have 10, they're like, hey, we want something. So I'm fairly certain it's this group right here, and we'll get them a temple made up for them. This one's up here's got plenty of stuff. We got a coffer in here because eventually we'll slowly but surely buy instruments. We can make instruments ourselves, and I might queue up a couple. But for now, we want this all done, and after they're done with this, I want them to smooth out this area down here. I will want them to come over here, and I can actually set up tables, and they can engrave right under those tables. So we'll do that. Let's see. Yes. We'll do a couple like this. And then chair, space, chair, table. And we'll get all these tables set up in here, and we'll get chairs set up in here. And we'll create a tavern for our dwarves to finally make some merry, have some fun. So BFR, I believe, is the stools, and yep, they're all microlined. And this will be a nice, whoops, aesthetic in here. I'll try to keep everything I build in here out of microline, because now that we're kind of all set up and everything like this, we can be a little bit more picky on what we're using. We could have been doing that earlier on, but I wasn't really too caring on how that went. There we go. We'll set up a meeting hall over here. We'll select all of this. We'll also paint down a little bit so we can get these walls in here also, except we're going to do right over here a new inn/tavern, the Cinnamon Daggers. We want only citizens and long-term visitor residents only. We'll actually select someone to be the what is his name? whoops, the what is his name? Okay, work orders. I don't want any work orders over here. Let's exit out of this. I want workers. The tavern keeper. That's his name. Come down here. We should hopefully be able to find our spearmaster. Ooh, which one is it? I think it's Zolban because he's the only spearmaster we have. Let's double check, see if that's the unhappy one. Yep, Zolban. Well, I'll give you a task. We're gonna make you build something. Make some metal clothing. Make a, well, that's adamantine. We don't have quite access to that yet. Let's see what we want you to make. We'll make a copper mechanism. And these stuff right here, there are certain traps. I haven't really gone over too much because I've only used cage traps, but we have upright weapon spikes. We have the pressure plate, the stonefall trap, and then the weapon trap. The weapon trap, you create weapon components, and when enemies go over it, it sets that off, and they'll be sliced up, or whatever weapon in there will do some significant damage to them. We got siege equipment. We can make copper ballista arrows. That's fine. Under furniture, copper. We can make copper door, crutch, chest, blocks. Nothing over here really piques my fancy. Maybe an animal trap, because with animal traps, animals can chew out of wooden traps. So you want to make the animal traps that are copper. We really don't. You don't really need the animal traps. What we'll do is under other objects, under copper, we'll have him make a die. A copper die. We'll actually have him make 2 of those. We'll get this to high priority so that when he's done with his training and come autumn time, he'll actually go down there and he'll do that immediately. He'll hopefully get that little bit of happiness boost. And we do want to check out some of our dwarves over here. Military kills. So you got 10 kills. So we can actually start giving these guys some nicknames. You killed a couple dwarves, killed a woman. So this person's actually done quite a bit of work. An elf, I don't. Oh, he killed the elf even before he came here. So instead of Axe Lord, we'll call him, I don't know. Let's see. Let's think of a unique name. Well, let's see. Let's look at his personality. Give us some ideas of what he's into. He values culture. Dreams of crafting a masterpiece one day. We can possibly help him out with that. Tiger iron, black cap wood, linen fabric, yaks, menacing spikes. He is an axe dwarf. Under his traits, he needs alcohol to get through the working day. Well, we'll come back to figuring out a name for you. Get rid of this. We'll populate that. But if anyone has any suggestions in the comment section that they want to name some of our warrior dwarves with a bunch of kills, please leave it in the comment section, and I'll look through them and I'll add those names to the dwarves that get to those points. Or if you want, I can name them after you. Just leave a comment, be like, hey, name them after me, or just be like, hey, here's a suggestion, name them this. So good, our dwarves are still working on moving some bones and stuff around. We have our archery target set up here, so what we can do is archery range. We'll select this to be the archery range. Accept, and we want them firing to the left, and we'll put the copper bolts over here to do training. what we want for the copper bolts. Equipment, update equipment should be scheduled. You don't have any training because we haven't done that yet. We'll look at this. Well, you guys can train half of the year. That should be good. Looks like it is now early autumn, so that is good for us. Now that our warrior dwarves will take that little break. Hopefully that one goes down and crafts those 2 copper dyes. We'll keep an eye on him and make sure he does that. And we'll also look and we'll see what dwarf we want to be our tavern keeper, because that's kind of a full-time job. So we'll look through our dwarves that really aren't doing much, and we'll say, hey, you're now our tavern keeper. There we go. It should be pretty close to being finished up. Saving. Yep. And I want to double check. It's not in their places. Maybe laborers. Kitchen. Nope. Objects. Not over here. There once was a way to say, hey, I want you guys to only be using certain things. Details. Confirm. I'll have to figure that out to see how I can designate these dwarves to only use certain things when they're training. They're off and they're going down to go do some training. They didn't store anything on our weapons racks, but that's fine. Let's go double check down here. Yep, you are over here. You're crafting an object. So we'll just follow you and we'll see that little thing go away hopefully here soon, because you have got that need met. Yep, you're off to clean. Good. You're able to work on that and you feel satisfied now that you've done that. Looks like we got a couple thieves. That usually is an indicator we would probably get some snatchers in here. Yep, there's a snatcher. We'll probably capture him. We'll probably find a couple more. Usually it's a handful that all pop up in here. The spinner's going to store stuff in the downstairs. Luckily it looks like there was only one, so that's not too bad. Our copper bolts should hopefully come over here and start doing some training. Going attached to some shields. We'll keep an eye on our super unhappy person over here. He's cleaning himself. Probably gonna grab some soap to do that. We could probably build a storage area for soap much closer to the area we have as our little kind of water area, our water source area, so that they don't have to walk as far when they're carrying that soap. So I might dig a little spot up here for them to store that. Yep. Another thief. And I'll actually do that right now. Create a 3x3. Dig that. And follow you along. I'm not too worried about the thief. Thieves usually run away when they're done doing what they have. Let's see, what are you grabbing? Maybe grabbing some more gloves, socks, shoes. You're gonna store something? Good, you hopefully got a new item. Well, you haven't quite a new object yet. You're hauling a dress. We'll just follow this dwarf along and see how they're doing. They're happy that they had a bath with soap. They're content after putting on a finely crafted object. No job. Hopefully you can just go and relax. Maybe go do your praying. You're gonna spin some thread. You know what? You really don't need to be a spinner, but that'll hopefully make you happy doing other things. But honestly, we'll take you off that. We'll take you off of building, take you off of plant gathering. We do have plenty of spinners, clothers, shearers, plenty of people doing that stuff. We'll just keep an eye on you for now. Looks like some of our dwarves are a little bit happier. Hopefully you did do that. Let's make sure. Yeah. You don't have any tasks. All right, bud. Come down here and store. It looks like some alcohol. No job. Maybe you come over here and do some praying. Fingers crossed. Get provisions. Ooh. We did get a caravan coming in. Yep, you got some food in your backpack. Yes, there we go. Well, you're praying to the wrong person, but that's fine. Well, it's the first time I've heard this. I don't mind it. Grab some finished goods from below. See if we can trade some stuff that we don't need anymore. We don't need that. Grab some finished goods from below. Maybe they might be right there. Grab, this is all crafts up here. And that should be more than enough. Ooh, I'm digging the music. Leave, let's see. Should be playing. Right here. March Dwarf, nope. Where is our dwarf that is the administrator? You still are very unhappy, but that's fine. You'll get your praying in. God bless me. Do need to get a couple things engraved over here. Got a couple things engraved over here also. And they should hopefully come over here and start making merry. And hopefully with this next group of people, because we should hopefully be getting a another migrant wave with this next caravan. We're waiting on stuff being brought up here. It looks like we have plenty of stuff that we need to bring down still. We got food and such. Yeah. Our dwarves have a lot of work for them to do. I don't believe I actually have a spot for food. That is one thing I have been slacking on. Here's our kitchen right here. We're gonna dig out a nice little big open area up here. Make it nice and big like that. Check out our miners. Maybe you're digging through here. See your skills. Dabbling Axe Dwarf. You're rusty and all the rest of this, that's fine. Some diplomacy. We got some more stuff we got from the homeland. I only really want some, let's do kiwi leather also. Then we'll do grizzly bear leather. For everything else, we should be pretty good. Let's see what. I want an instrumental, so maybe one of those, maybe one of those. We'll call that good. They need toys, which, hey, we'll actually make some toys just for our own people anyways. Rock toy. We'll do, I don't know, 30 of those. Just so our kids can be happy and have some more toys. We got a Naga caravan also coming in. We got one more thing to be brought over here. do believe I have that crow. Want this customized. I want that crow over here. Let's see. I believe under pets and livestock, that crow should be somewhere around here. Maybe you are not. Well, what we can always do is we can kind of set up a zoo. We might do that. We might set up that a zoo with that crow in there. All these people are still just chilling in the water. Looks like we got a couple here. Pool of, what is that? Giant cave spider venom. Interesting. They might have fallen from up here. We've got this all set up. So we'll create a lever. Put it down here on this floor. And I'll dig out that little spot right there. We got a diplomat from the Naga group. We got anyone to come up here and trade. This will satisfy their doctrine. Good. As long as we recognize this now as a priesthood. Boom. That'll hopefully set that up. And maybe I do need to Sacred Spear, you know what? Mr. Cook, Lie Maker, you can be the leader of that group. Our dwarves down here are working on getting this set up. It's currently a meeting place. We're almost got a guild hall level. This is still being made up right here. Let's see. Do I have... Nope. I want to create a couple of coffers for over here. So let's do rock coffer. I only want... Whoops. 30 for that. Let's make 4, and I want that also out of... Where is it? Microline. Let's just check on this down here. This looks like it's all been set up. Perfect. We can work on getting this all linked up now. I believe that is my hotkey 4. Yep. That's got linked. This, I believe, yep. We'll link this up to all of these. Boom. Whoops, I misclicked that last one. There we go. That'll get that set up, and we can work on getting that Forgotten Beast where we want them. This still needs to be linked up to a spot. Hey, you got some more stuff for us, more information. Let's just check out what kind of news we've gotten recently. We got attacks coming left and right over here. Yeah, these goblins are really going to work doing many different attacks. Oh, new place founded over here. Army, this is a new place founded over here. Another army, more armies. Let's get rid of this. Let's see. Yeah, we still have this group. We will start working on getting that all set once we get these guys fully geared. Yeah, we need more greaves and more helms, so I'll queue up some more steel greaves and helms. 10 each. We still need to set that up. I believe we did. Yep, we did install this specifically for that. Our guild hall agreement with them over here is all set up now too, so that's good. We'll let them finish this up, and hopefully we'll get a tavern keeper up here, and once we can, we'll get up some coffers in here. and we'll see. We'll take a look at what we need. They need goblets and they need stored instruments. We can get rooms and such, and we'll probably set up some rooms over here for all those um, long-term residents. All the humans, I believe, they need their own bedrooms, and that'll be some rooms for them. Let's take a look over here. You're ready to trade? Yes, we'll trade with the dwarves first. Actually, let's trade with the Naga first. Brass, platinum, not too worried about any of that. Really don't care for some of this. We got plenty of alcohol, but for some of this cheaper stuff, like we can grab some barrels. Parsnip wine. Yeah, we'll call that good. Shell steel mace. Sure, we'll take that. A whip. Yeah, we'll take a whip. Maybe one of our dwarves will like that. Ooh, a scimitar. I don't need the large breastplate because our dwarves can't wear that. Maybe the buckler. We'll give the shell steel buckler to our archer dwarf as his main defense because those dwarves can carry that. We'll grab another anvil because why not? We're starting to. We got plenty of fish, but we'll grab just a handful more. Nothing special. Seahorses, souls. We'll get that. We got plenty of plants. Nothing else here. Come all the way down to the bottom. Those are large ones. We really don't need large. Nice thing, iron spike. Let's see what else you got. Splints, crutches, just some parchment sheets. We'll grab a couple of these because why not? Some unique sheets for our dwarves to work with. We'll see. I want to see what some of our other stuff that we brought up here from below. This is all mugs. Ah, right here. We don't need these trousers. We don't need those trousers. Let's get rid of this stuff first. I know it's super cheap, but we don't really need any more. Keep the backpacks, of course. And we'll scroll back up. And we'll just start selecting random stuff right now. Ooh, that's a lot of money. That 4,000. What do we buy that's way too expensive? Maybe that scimitar's very expensive. Let's take a look at that. 2,500 right there. 2,500. 2,250. Oh, I didn't see anything crazy expensive. Or I say 2,000. See, 250. Maybe not that 60 cost one. 250. 250. 250. 250. That's 1,000. This should be all pretty cheap. 1,000 or 10s. Maybe some of the stuff we bought down here. Nope. I want to take a look. This stuff, nothing super expensive up here. We'll say, hey, okay, definitely not the fish. What is causing us to spend so much money? Oh, that's 1,000 for that anvil. Maybe not that anvil. Probably not that buckler. Yeah. Wonder if that's a bug. Do want that scimitar. And probably not that mace. And that should be good. That mace will, or that scimitar will cost us a lot, but we have plenty to trade him. And maybe give them gifts, and next time they'll be a little bit more happy and they give us slightly cheaper prices on that stuff because yeah, that is very expensive. Maybe this dwarf trading is not the best dwarf to be doing this. Oh. Trade. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we'll trade with the dwarves now. Let's see what they brought us. That looks like an instrument for us to use and take. Nothing else up here that I'm looking at. I don't really need any weapons because I've got plenty of stuff. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Got plenty of bags and we can make plenty more. We will start grabbing all this leather, more backpacks for our dwarves, some eagle leather, some leopard leather. You did request that. Some jaguar leopard leather. Some giant cave spiders. So this is very expensive, so I'll only grab a couple. We were up to like 5,000. Holy crap. What is going on with you? You are a terrible trader. Maybe this is the exact amount they want. I'll trade them this stuff for now. I'm going to send up someone else to trade with them. My broker. Have them hopefully be a little bit better with trades. Now I'm fine with giving them extra money overall. We'll trade. And you know what? I want the broker here. Alright. Yeah, you're conducting a meeting right now. I don't care. Mr. Baroness, you should come up here. Maybe I should look for another broker instead. You are the best person as far as that. I do have a better competent appraiser over here. I'll make you the broker. Yep, you're gonna come up here and you can do some trading for us because our other guy's not too good. Hey, that Spearmaster is no longer super unhappy. That is really good. Take a look at that gentleman. Believe, meditate on death. That's fine. Review. You still have to pray to your person. And what I might do is I'll dig out another area over here and I might make it as a temple specifically for that god that he's looking to worship. We'll do some trading with the dwarves. We'll see what kind of deals we can get from these guys now that we hopefully got a better trader up here. Yeah, it looks like he is a lot more accurate with his counting of stuff. Yeah, that money is not shooting up. We'll get only a handful. Looks like this is a little bit cheaper. We'll get rid of that. We'll just do the cheaper of the, maybe one of those just to have it. We should start getting a lot more silk in out of those from the what's his name, the Forgotten Beast, and that'll be really good. Not more worried about that. I want more. Yep, we'll just straight up trade for the bin now because it looks like that's better for us to do that. And we'll see what else we've got from this guy. Got this all set. We don't really need any of this. We got plenty of fish, plenty of that. See what you've got from here. Nothing really good. Usually at the very bottom, they'll sometimes have like this codex. That is a written book. So we can grab that. This looks like there's a scroll that's a copy. We can grab this, have some reading stuff for our dwarves, and that should be good. Yeah, that's a much better deal. I'll make sure I have that broker be our main trader from now on, because that was we did lose probably a decent amount of money doing what we did, but that's fine. We'll get this all selected to trade. And then we'll probably send them off with a gift also. Maybe they can elevate our lands to something higher. And when we offer gifts or as a gift, we need to make sure it's all stuff that we made ourselves. So any of that kind of like cloth pants and stuff like that, that would not go off as a trade. That would not be able to go off as a gift. Make about, yeah, we'll make them happy. Trade there, and we'll give you another. I don't know. We got plenty more crafts being made, so I'm fine with giving you guys this stuff as a gift. We'll get 1,000 because we got a lot more stuff being crafted up for you guys. There we go. Offer as gift. You can have that. You're ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Let's no longer request anyone here, and we'll start moving some of these bins back down to where they should be. Oh, I can do that. Kind of just select. Maybe I'll do that with some of the stuff from below. Bring up to trade next time. There we go. And these guys should hopefully leave. We got plenty of other stuff we've got from them. So there we go. And it looks like I will end my episode here. This has been very good. We got some trades in. We're starting to bring our people's happiness back up. And now that we got that tavern, I'll hopefully get that fully set up here soon. Let's see if we got those coffers made. Not quite yet. But we got stuff to be done. Our Baroness, are they? No, we got a different person as the manager. That's perfect. Make yak bone crafts. We should. Maybe our yak bones have run out. I believe we should have plenty. Yeah, we have 153. Not sure why they keep saying we don't. Oh, maybe linked to a workshop. Those workshops might be currently linked up to the spot over here. We'll just double check. Nothing there. And right there. That's probably why you keep canceling those yak bone stuff. We'll cancel this up here. Cancel that right there. And that should allow us to grab from here too. Or I could probably grab it from both. We got plenty of stuff over here and stuff over there. Let's see if that'll work as far as our spots for them to grab material from. Workshops and oops, right there and right there. Hopefully that will stop giving us that cancellation because they should come in here and start grabbing some yak bones from in here. Because we got plenty of stuff for them there. All right, like I said, this is the end of the episode. Thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully we can start building up that happiness, getting our dwarves trained more, and hopefully some of these ones that have been in the military so long they're not too happy, we can start getting them to become a little bit happier. Ooh, why? I don't know why you became unhappy. You did get that little bit of happiness after communing with that person, but you still need to acquire a couple things. Pray, which you're getting this time right now. But we'll also hopefully get this completely filled up, and we can get this for them to kind of come over here and make merry. But with that, that'll be on end of the episode. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.